Hey guys, Marsingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so I wanted to talk a little bit today about the update to the yellow coin shop, because obviously the Part 2 LR banner is out for Global. Hopefully if you guys have done some summons, you got some good luck in pulling for the Kaioken Goku and the Great Ape Vegeta, but obviously some of you guys out there might be wondering how to use your yellow coins if you have a bunch of them stacked up. And one thing that of course has prompted this video is that with the release of this LR banner, they have added AGL, Future Gohan and Trunks into the coin shop. So I'm going to talk a little bit about them. A couple of other top picks that I think would be worth considering getting with your yellow coins. And you guys let me know what your thoughts are down below. In fact, comment right now before we've even got into the units. Let me know how many yellow coins you have in the comments down below. So, Future Gohan and Trunks have been added into the shop. I got very, very lucky during my summons. The video that I put up, I pulled a dupe for them. I decided to do a couple of random YOLO multis last night while I was bored and pulled another copy of them. So they are actually rainbow for me now. And this unit is very, very good. Now, Bond of Master and Disciple is a mission that we have for the Vegeta event. So obviously having this unit makes that a little bit easier. This unit is very, very good. They raise defense on both of their super attacks. They greatly raise on their 18 key. They get a decent amount of stats. They change orbs to AGL. Now, unfortunately, it is random orbs, which is the lesser effective version of orb changing, but it's still very, very useful. They get 58% defense, chance of performing a crit, and damage reduction of 8% with 5 or more key spheres obtained. Then they get an attack buff and the extra crit chance and damage reduction of 8% with 5 orbs if they are AGL. So if the 5 orbs are AGL, you're obviously getting both of those buffs. So you get an attack and defensive buff, and then you get 16% crit chance and 16% damage reduction, which doesn't sound like a lot, but considering they're an LR that already have very high stats, they're raising defense on their super, like post super attack, their defense plus that damage reduction is very, very good. And then if you do get 8 orbs, they get a guaranteed additional super. So it's not a, a normal attack with a chance to become a super. It is literally a guaranteed additional super. So that will be their 12 key, raising their defense once again. So obviously very, very effective. And then once you get to the third turn, if you are at 58% or less HP, you can exchange into Future Gohan. Now, I find the design of Future Gohan very strange, personally, because he has a revival ability, but it's not like the Exchange Goku and Vegeta, where when you're on low health, you lose all your defense, so that Vegeta will then die, and then exchange into Goku, which I think makes sense. But with this unit, you exchange into Gohan first, and then you have, like, basically no defense, but you will revive when KO'd and get the heal. And once you've revived, he then becomes more powerful. So it seems very strange. It's like you have to lose a certain amount of HP, exchange into Gohan, and then you have to basically die straight away with him on the first turn to then exchange into, well, to revive, I guess, and then become the more powerful version of Future Gohan. So I don't really understand why they don't do it the same way as the Vegeta and the Goku, where you get the revival and then just become the more powerful version of the card. So that aside, I do obviously still think this card is very, very good. Once you transform into Future Gohan, he gets an extra 8 key for 5 turns. As you can see, his attack is pretty high, 258%. He gets an additional super attack guaranteed with 8 or more orbs. He no longer changes orbs, but they don't have to be of any typing or anything. He can foresee enemy super attacks when HP is 50% or less, which of course ties in with the exchange condition. And then he revives and recovers 85% HP when he gets KO'd. But his revival, it has to be him that gets KO'd, which is one of the reasons why he has the Scouter effect, right? Because you would get to low health, exchange into Future Gohan, and then ideally you put him in front of the super attack for that turn, so that it kills him and then he gets the revival. Because with the revival, it changes to the next rotation, so you won't have Future Gohan to use anymore, which is one of the reasons why I think it's weird that you exchange into him and then basically lose him off of the first turn. But you can get a hit in, as long as the super's not in slot 1, he's still obviously going to be super attacking and doing a nice big chunk of damage. Then he gets hit and you revive, get the full heal. It just seems like a weird long roundabout way of doing the same thing. Like, they could have essentially just made it, when you're on low HP, you exchange into Future Gohan, the exchange heals you, and then he's already, like, the buffed version. That would have been, like, the more straightforward way of doing it. But even though it is a weird sort of way to get to the revived, powered-up Future Gohan, once he is fully revived and powered up, he does get a bit of defense, because obviously he's got none in his passive before that, and then he has 58% damage reduction, as well as giving himself a little bit of ki. So, because of that ki 8 for 5 turns, if you do get him killed and revived straight away, that means he's getting 13 ki for the next, like, couple of turns, which is pretty good. So, very easy to get his 18 ki super attack. So, Future Gohan is very, very good. If you do want to get him with yellow coins, if you don't have him, like I said, there is a Bond of Master and Disciple mission for the Vegeta event that came with the anniversary, so this is a very useful unit. Obviously, they're on Hybrid Saiyans, they're on Future Saga, which we know from the Tanabata stuff is getting a lot of buffs in the future. Android/Cell Saga is obviously a very popular team with the worldwide, the Golden Week stuff that came out. So they're on a lot of good teams, and they are a very strong unit. So now, just to go over a couple of units that I think are top picks for the yellow coins, if you don't want to get these guys. First of all, we have LR Janemba, who was added a little while ago. I know the discourse online for him seems like it's all over the place sometimes, but without trying to be overly negative, I will just straight up say anyone who says that LR Janemba is bad does not know what they're talking about. Like, you can not like aspects of his design, that's perfectly fine, but he is great. People don't like him because he guards and is good defensively in slot 1 or 2. So ideally, like a lot of classic Janemba units, you want to use him as a slot 1 tank. But he only builds up his stats by getting attacks in slot 2 or 3. And then, of course, if he's in slot 3, he doesn't even guard. So his defense is actually really not very good. So he's not meant to go in slot 3 at all. But in some of these harder events, he obviously links up super well with Tech Janemba, who can provide support when you're getting his orbs, orb passive to go off. So Tech Janemba, even in Movie Boss's Extreme Super Battle Road, if you're getting the 2 rainbow orbs and 4 type orbs, he can actually tank in slot 1, aside from a super. I mean, he'll still take a bit of damage, but obviously the rainbow orbs give him damage reduction. And then that will allow you to get LR Janemba to build up attacks in slot 2. Remember, he's a physical unit, so even at 55%, he can additional. And he doesn't need to super, he just needs to attack in slot 2 or 3. So, ideally, best case scenario, you know, you get like an additional attack on turn 1. Then you only need to get 1 more additional attack. And I've used him on runs. We were doing a Movie Bosses run on the Red Zone on stream the other day. Like, you can put him in slot 2, get 2 attacks, and then on the next rotation, if you really need to put him in slot 1 because you need a defensive unit, you can just put him in slot 1. And the only downside to having him attacking in slot 1 is he's not getting that buff, so his attack stat's not going to be too crazy. The reason people say he's bad is because if you put him in slot 1 on turn 1, he'll get like a 2 million attack stat, or maybe even 1.5, depending whether you're getting his 18 ki or not. And so people immediately think that means he's bad. Even though he takes barely any damage, he can completely nullify Ki Blast super attacks, which in Movie Boss's Super Battle Road is basically every single enemy in the stage. And then, of course, yeah, once you do get him actually built up with those 3 attacks in slot 2, especially with Tech Janemba, mine has 1 dupe, and I regularly see him hit like 5 or 6 million attack, which, when he's also taking no damage at the same time, is pretty good. So, now, a big one that people want to look out for, I imagine, is the Tech, Goku, and Gohan. So they came out during Golden Week, but I double-checked back through the schedule, and the LR that came out just before them, it wasn't just before, but there was a bit of a gap between summonable LRs. The summonable LR that came out before them was, yep, you guessed it, Future Gohan and Trunks. Which means if you want to hang on to your yellow coins, these guys are not in the coin shop right now, but when the next LR banner comes out, which global, we're not going to get part 2 LR with Raditz, because we got the Goku and Piccolo before the anniversary instead, because Raditz will take up the first part of August, and then at the end of August, the worldwide download celebration starts. So the part 2 LR banner, which will be mid to end of September for global, these guys should then be available in the yellow coin shop. Now, obviously, depending on how much you plan to summon, we don't know what the worldwide download celebration is even going to be yet. But you might be able to get enough coins again to summon. Depends how many you have at the moment, right? Like, if you have like 900 yellow coins right now, you could probably buy an LR, and then you only have to do, what, like 10 multis on the LR banner in the worldwide, and then you'll have enough coins to buy these guys. So bear in mind, these guys are worth thinking of for the future. Now, these guys are one to worth thinking about. obviously they are available in the coin shop. They're a very old unit. You might take one look at them in the coin shop the way they are now, and obviously think to yourself, oh, like, why would I ever buy this LR? But of course, we know from the Tanabata details on JP, these guys get an easy A and become one of the best summonable LRs. They probably are the best yellow coin LR, I think, at this point on JP. If not second best. I'm trying to think who's above them, but it's mostly red coin LRs. So if you don't have these guys at all, and you're not going to summon on like their easy A banner, because they're usually not really worth summoning on, it could be worth getting these guys before Tanabata, which for Global is going to be November or December. So there's no major rush, but definitely consider getting these guys. LR Turles always has been one of my favourite yellow coin LRs. He's starting to feel a little bit outdated, but the reason I wanted to mention him is obviously AGL Turles is going to get his easy A with the Raditz celebration, and then that rotation is really, really good. Not so much for like red zone, because, you know, LR Turles' defense is not too great, and AGL Turles only gives defensive support to allies if there's a super class enemy. So the rotation's not quite as good for the red zone, but, you know, I still really like this unit. Very effective in Super Battle Road, so I thought I'd give him a shout out. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is obviously we got Great Ape Vegeta. Now this LR is not particularly great. Realistically, I only use them for the World Tournament, but they are one of Great Ape Vegeta's best link partners. So if you did pull Great Ape Vegeta, but you're struggling to run like a good link partner for him, these guys could maybe be an option. But honestly, like, so many other LRs are better than them. I probably wouldn't recommend buying them with coins. I just wanted to mention them in here in case people have been maybe thinking about getting them because of the Great Ape Vegeta. I probably wouldn't recommend it. They do link well with him, but they're just very bad. I did the showcase yesterday where we took the team into the Goku event to see how good Great Ape Vegeta was, and these guys were taking so much damage even in the GT Goku event, so I probably wouldn't recommend it. But I mean, if you've got every single LR except them and you don't know what to do with your yellow coins, then hey, at least they are a good link partner for Great Ape Vegeta. They even get an extra link with him when you actually exchange into Vegeta, so not a great option, but hey, there you go. And then the other thing to think about for the future, if you want to save your coins, if you wait like, you know, a week or so while the LR banner is still up, we know that GT Pan is coming out soon on JP. Very possible that this LR gets an easy A during her celebration. We only know about a couple of free-to-play easy A's so far for the Pan celebration, which is the Battlefield Oob LR, and then the free-to-play Goku and Rildo from the story event. So we don't know about any summonable easy A's yet from Pan's celebration. So if we wait to see the details, this unit could be getting an easy A. If you hold off spending your yellow coins, who knows, these guys could get the Goku Black and Zamasu treatment and suddenly be the new best yellow coin LR in the game. And so then they would be worth picking up with yellow coins. And then the same could be said about Baby, because obviously a lot of people are speculating that Pan being the Dokkan Fest means that Worldwide Celebration could be GT related as well. So I suspect Baby probably won't easy A with Pan, but will easy A when we do get a Dokkan Fest Baby at some point. But that could be not too far away as well. So if you really are unsure about what to get, and you're missing these two GT LRs, I would say wait until we see all the details from Pan's celebration, and then maybe that will give you a better idea of who you should pick. So let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Future Gohan and Trunks definitely are a worthwhile addition to your collection if you don't have them. And I thought, you know, like I say, I laid out a couple of other options. You guys let me know what you think. Out of the LRs that you don't have, let me know who you would be considering getting with your yellow coins. And we'll see what you guys are thinking. And like I said at the very beginning of the video, if you haven't done so already, just comment and let me know how many yellow coins you guys have right now. So for me personally, I am just short of 500, and there's no LRs I really need to get. The only LRs I'm missing are Jiren and Tapion and Minosha. And for me personally, I really don't care about them. I don't know if I'd ever use them if I even had them until they get an easy A. So I'm literally about 30 coins away. So when they do add Goku and Gohan, if I don't pull any dupes of them from the Worldwide Celebration LR banner, then I might get a dupe of them, because mine are only 55%. They're still very powerful, but I very much would like dupes in them. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.